I'm Dr. Harry. Welcome back to the lab for a new edition of Dr. Harry's Scary Horror Review. Today, we're going to take a look at the 2012 movie, House at the End of the Street. Alright, I think this is going to be pretty short and sweet. House at the End of the Street, let's start with the title. The title itself sounds like the movie is just a mockbuster from the people at the asylum. Like they're trying to cash in on the success of Last House on the Left. I hate to break it to you, but that's not where the ripoffs end. It only gets worse from here. There's not much to say about House at the End of the Street, aside from the fact that it's a complete ripoff. It rips off several different major plot points from a handful of different horror classics, and the film itself is completely devoid of scares. I usually don't like to give away spoilers, but let's face it, House at the End of the Street, there's nothing to spoil. The movie is completely predictable. Personally, I had it figured out long before you could tell the director intended for the audience to know exactly what was happening. To say spoiler implies I'm giving something away, which all in itself implies some form of originality, and there's none here. This movie was so predictable. No scares, barely any tension whatsoever. The movie steals straight from Psycho. There's a kid who's basically a Norman Bates clone, although he doesn't convince anybody as if he's actually crazy. He seems like he is fully aware of what he's doing, and he seems completely in grasp of the difference between reality and fantasy. There doesn't seem to be an issue there, so I'm not buying it. You find out at the end of the movie, as he looks into the camera just like Norman Bates, that his sister had died when they were children, and he was actually the one that committed the murders because his parents dressed him up like a little girl when he was a kid. I'm pretty sure I saw that in sleepaway camp 30 years ago. The big climax of the film, we see the big showdown between our protagonist, Jennifer Lawrence, and the killer. It's the same thing, it's the exact same scene as the showdown between Buffalo Bob and...
It puts the lotion on its skin. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me so hard.
Yeah, sure, I'd hit a dollface.
It puts the lotion in the basket.
Exact same scene as the showdown between Buffalo Bob and Clarice Starling in Silence of the Lambs. Even the look of House at the End of the Street looks like it was filmed on the exact same location of Last House on the Left, the remake. So if you take the location and the title of the remake of Last House on the Left, and you throw in heaping amounts of Psycho, a good dash of Silence of the Lambs, and a big reveal straight out of Sleepaway Camp, then you've got House at the End of the Street. Do yourself a favor. Avoid House at the End of the Street. The movie sucks. It's unoriginal. It's a ripoff. It's borderline plagiarism. It's not scary. It's basically, if anything, more of a thriller marketed as a horror movie to get your money. And since they've done nothing original here except copycat, I want my damn money back. The movie sucks. So I've examined House at the End of the Street. I've diagnosed that it's a walking dildo put to film. And I prescribe you to stay the hell away from House at the End of the Street. If you're like me and you've already seen it, maybe we should all write the producer, write the director, write the film studio or the distribution company and beg for our money back. Until next time, I'll see you back here in the lab, hopefully in a better mood with something better to review. Dr. Harry's Scary Horror Review. The doctor is out.